Ciao, my name is Dr. Tami Arbelli, Chief of Audiology at Nuance Audio, EssilorLuxottica. I thank you for taking the next few minutes to learn about Nuance Audio glasses and how they perform in lab and real life. I come from three worlds that don't always overlap. I'm an audiologist, a researcher, and a high-tech professional. I started in the clinic, working face-to-face with people who struggle to hear, trying to help them in real life, not just in theory. Over time, I felt the need to go deeper, to ask broader questions, and to generate knowledge that could reach beyond the walls of the clinic. That's what led me into research, combining audiology and gerontology, and studying the challenges and advantages of older adults when it comes to communication. In parallel, I made my way into high-tech because I wanted to be part of building the solutions, not just studying or delivering them. Bringing these three paths together, clinical care, scientific research, and product innovation, is what led me to help develop the product we're going to talk about today. Today, we're focusing on Nuance Audio glasses, a solution built to tackle two long-standing problems: low adoption of hearing aids due to stigma, and low satisfaction from hearing aids performance in complex environments. We started Nuance Audio with a clear focus to make hearing support natural, effective, and easy to live with, especially for people with mild to moderate hearing loss, and even those with normal audiograms who face difficulties in complex listening situations. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how Nuance Audio glasses work, how they perform in controlled studies, and most importantly, what users say about real-life impact. To understand the system's performance, we begin by examining its primary components, starting with the microphones. Extensive research has demonstrated that microphone arrays are substantially improving speech perception in noise. Leveraging the expanded form factor of the eyeglass frames, Nuance Audio glasses incorporate a microphone array positioned at the temples. Together with sophisticated beamforming algorithm, this configuration enables advanced directional processing, resulting in enhanced spatial selectivity and a notable improvement in signal-to-noise ratio, even in complex listening environments. From the microphone, the signal moves to the processor, the core of the amplification system. Nuance Audio glasses offer 4 amplification profiles, optimized using the NAL-NL2 prescription formula, with multi-channel compression applied to maintain comfort and audibility across input levels. The processor also features volume control and noise reduction algorithm for comfortable listening experience. Users can easily switch between frontal directional and all-around omni modes, either through the mobile app or a touch-sensitive interface on the glasses. And finally, the output. Unlike traditional hearing aids, Nuance Audio glasses deliver amplified sound without anything in the ear canal and without relying on bone conduction. Instead, directional speakers positioned at the temples transmit sound directly towards the ears, entering naturally while keeping the ear canal fully open. This design supports a lightweight and comfortable experience, combining acoustic transparency with everyday aesthetics. With the system architecture in place, the next question is, how well does it perform? To answer that, we conducted a series of controlled and real-world studies designed to evaluate the effectiveness of Nuance Audio glasses across multiple dimensions, from speech perception in noise to subjective listening effort and user satisfaction. In the following section, I'll walk you through key findings from these evaluations, comparing outcomes to traditional hearing aids and highlighting how the device performs in everyday environments. Speech in noise is the #1 challenge we hear about across the board. Whether people wear hearing aids or not, difficulty understanding speech in complex acoustic environments remains the most persistent and frustrating barrier to communication. To evaluate Nuance Audio performance in speech in noise, we conducted a within-subject study with 19 adults with mild to moderate sensorineural hearing loss. We used the Oldenburg matrix sentence test to measure SNR50 threshold, the signal-to-noise ratio required for 50% word recognition. Each participant was tested in 3 conditions: unaided, with 2 premium hearing aids from different leading brands, and with Nuance Audio glasses. This graph shows the improvement between the aided and the unaided conditions. The hearing aids improved SNR50 by about 2 decibels. Nuance audio glasses improved it by 4.4 decibels. So we are talking about a significantly impactful results with the ears completely open. But intelligibility isn't everything. Understanding the words is only part of the picture. Today, listening effort is increasingly recognized as a critical outcome. People often report that even when they can hear, it takes significant mental energy to keep up. Effort for listening affects more than communication. It impacts fatigue, social engagement, and cognitive load. That's why we didn't just measure what people could hear with Nuance audio glasses, we also examined how hard they had to work to do it. We conducted a study with 43 participants. They engaged in natural conversations in noise and were prompted to switch the glasses on and off during the sessions. Participants consistently reported a noticeable reduction in listening effort while using Nuance audio glasses, describing less strain and a greater ease in following conversations. These subjective outcomes reflect an important dimension of real-world benefit. Not just hearing more, but hearing with less effort. But what happens in daily life? After a 2-week home trial, 23 users with mild to moderate hearing loss reported their experiences using Nuance audio glasses. Participants completed the International Outcome Inventory for Hearing Aids, a standardized, validated questionnaire used to assess user satisfaction and perceived benefit in daily environments. Participants reported frequent use, notable benefit, improvement in social participation, minimal residual difficulty, and high satisfaction, all key dimensions captured by the IOI-HA. These are outcomes that matter, especially when we look beyond the audiogram and into people's actual life. This is the end of my presentation, but just the beginning for Nuance Audio. We have additional studies underway exploring long-term outcomes, real-world usage patterns, and new technological enhancements. Whether in the clinic, the lab, or the lived experience of users, our focus is clear: to deliver hearing assistant that is effortless, effective, and empowering. Thank you.